Welcome to Kinsmen Field for League 1 BC Women's Division action as the hosts Altitude FC take on the visiting Harbourside FC from Nanaimo. It's the first ever meeting between the two teams. I'm your match commentator Michael McCall. I'll have the call for you this afternoon. We'll start by giving you the starting lineups for both teams. We'll do these in numerical order outside of the goalkeepers. For Harbourside, in goal it's number 23, Emily Robotham. Number 8, defender Mary Nichols, who's also Harbourside's captain. Number 13, midfielder Olivia Mazurenko. Number 14, defender Jill Stewardson. Number 15, defender Megan Linegar. Number 16, defender Ella Ginak. Number 17, forward Erin Jensen. Number 18, midfielder Saki Mashida. Number 19, forward Jasmine Wilkinson. Number 20, midfielder Courtney Ingram. And number 24, midfielder Emma Skalick. For Altitude FC, in goal it's number 30, Sarah Lowen. Number 3, defender Alana Dulong. Number 4, defender Lauren Gray. Number 5, defender Holly Tarvez. Number 6, their captain, forward Eva Rodriguez. Number 7, Tanis McKay. Number 9, forward Ali Hughes-Goyette. Number 11, midfielder Aurora Hughes-Goyette. Number 15, midfielder Avery Tullock. Number 17, midfielder Clara Slate-Lou. And number 23, midfielder Billy Shostak. For Altitude just now, sitting fourth in the League 1 BC Women's Division table, 6 points from their 4 games played, 2 wins, 2 losses. Harbourside sitting 6th on 4 points from their 6 games. This will be the halfway point of Harbourside's season. They really could do with a win under their belts if they want to try and make a push for the playoffs. They've 1 win, 1 draw and 4 defeats so far. Altitude 7 goals for, 8 against. Harbourside 7 goals for, but 24 against. Albeit 15 of those coming in their 2 matchups with a rampant Notsamo FC a few weeks ago. A win for Altitude will solidify their 4th place in the table. A win from Harbourside would move them to 4th and move them above Altitude in the League 1 BC standings. League 1 BC Soccer Women's Division action kicking off soon. And we're set to get underway here at Kinsmen Field. Referee for this one, the man in the middle, Joshua Huving, checks his watch and the whistle kicks off, and it's Altitude kicking this one off, going from right to left in their all sky blue jerseys, absolutely beautiful jerseys, and then left to right, Harbourside wearing the white jerseys with the kind of bluish design at the bottom and the blue shorts. And right away it is Altitude on the attack. DeLong hits the byline, under attention though from Erin Jensen, and it's going to be the first corner of the afternoon. 30 seconds in and Altitude already have their first corner kick of the afternoon. Avery Tulloch over to take this corner. And there looks like there's been a late change to the starting lineup as the number 10, Luli McFarlane, has actually started. We'll see who it is that has dropped out. Obviously, must have been an injury in the warm-up. Thinking it might be the number 23, Billy Shostak. I don't think I see her out there, but we'll keep an eye out for that. Harbourside play this one forward. It's broken up. Tulloch. Altitude breaking up the right hand side. Looking for a free kick there, but nothing given as the ball is cleared. And Shostak is on the pitch, so it's definitely not her that has been pulled from the roster. DeLong inside to Avery Tulloch. Taken away though by Erin Jensen. McFarlane now. Lovely through ball. Thought that was possibly offside, but Hughes Goyette bursting in on goal. Goes down in the box. Nothing in that one. It's a good challenge in the end by Mary Nichols, the Harbourside captain. It's a fast-paced start to this one. Harbourside up the other end. Long ball played forward there for Jensen. She turns with a shot and it's straight at Sarah Lowen in the altitude goal. Good crowd out this afternoon here on the North Shore. Beautiful setting, a beautiful day for the beautiful game. And we should see some exciting football action in this one between two teams that know that they've both got very realistic chances of making the post-season, and a win this afternoon would certainly help both those sides in achieving that. You look at the women's division just now, as that through ball there played through, that's just going to run through to Emily Rowbotham in the Harbourside goal. But you look at the women's division right now, and as things currently stand, you have to say that it looks like Whitecaps, Unity, Nossamot are all but assured 3 of those top 4 playoff positions. But for the other 5 teams, it definitely feels like it's a battle for that 4th spot. Altitude just now, the team holding that spot. As a heavy challenge there, and Rowbotham just clears that as well. It's going to be a free kick to Harbourside, deep in their half.
Let's go, guys, the first two.
Free kick taken up the field for Harbourside. DeLong sends this one high up into the air. Just a boot on that to get that one forward, and Luli McFarlane chasing that one down, putting Rowbotham under a bit of early pressure, but she'll roll this one out to Ella Ginak. Inside to Saki Mishida. Another long ball forward there, looking for Luli McFarlane. She's been very involved in the early going here. And DeLong now with a throw in midway in the Harbourside half. Hughes Goyette tries to flick that one off of Jill Stewardson, but doesn't quite connect with the Harbourside player, and it's going to be out for another goal kick here to Harbourside. giveaway there. Giving Altitude a chance for a throw in again on the other side this time. Machida. Long ball forward from Jensen. Just has too much on that, and that's going to run through to Sarah Lowen in the Altitude goal. And she rolls that one out quickly to Lauren Gray. Gray with the long ball over the top for McFarlane to chase on to. Flag up quickly there by the far side linesman. Lily McFarlane, one of the youngest players on this Altitude side, 17 years old, has been involved with the Irish national team, under 17 and under 19 level. After this season, going to be heading off to the University of Memphis as well in NCAA. Sure, she's going to want to have a fantastic League One season to set her up for that. A lot of long balls running through to both goalkeepers in the early going here. Fifth game of the season for Altitude. They've got a goal in all their games so far, averaging 1.75 goals per game to Harbourside's 1.17. Harbourside have scored in 5 of their 6 games. An 8-0 defeat to Nosimo, the only time they haven't been able to find the back of the net. That's that ball for Lauren Gray in a tussle there with Olivia Mazurenko. But the flag is up for offside. Harbourside again trying to build something up this right side. Nice ball forward here to Jasmine Wilkinson. She's been one of the standout players for Harbourside this season. Takes a touch inside, just a little bit behind Erin Jensen there in the end. It's going to be a chance for McFarlane to bring this one up the left. Still McFarlane, she's got it. She's got Hughes Goyette in the middle if she wants to play that inside. Still McFarlane, she's going herself. Has a shot and it's blocked in the end by Mary Nichols. Altitude though, keeping the pressure still on. It's Harbourside now. Jensen. Just can't bring that one down. It's going to run through to Sarah Lowen. It's a through ball there. McFarlane looked to be very much offside as that one came through. McFarlane putting some good pressure on there, but Harbourside come away with it. It's a loose one though. It's picked up by Tulloch. But it should force to play that one back as Lauren Gray plays it along the back line. Still Gray to DeLong. Tulloch nudged off the ball there, but it's picked back up the loose ball by Eva Rodriguez, wearing the captain's armband this afternoon for Altitude. One of the more experienced players on the team. Played with Rivers last year. Was voted their Defensive Player of the Year. It's one cap for the Panamanian national team as well. At senior level, 6 caps actually at under 20 level for them. Her experience in the midfield for what is a very young Altitude roster will certainly be crucial. Altitude missing Charlotte Ring today. She's been so good to start the season for them. Leading scorer for Altitude with 2 goals, also 1 assist on the season. 6 different goal scorers so far for Altitude this year. Ring with 2. Then 1 apiece for Aurora and Ali Hughes-Goyette, Avery Tulloch, Billy Shostak and Holly Tarvis. So certainly goals throughout this team. Harbourside as well have had 5 different scorers. Emma Scalick is the leading scorer for them with 3 goals. She also has an assist to her credit. Shay Batty, Maddie Dawson, Ava Alexander and Jasmine Wilkinson, all with 1 goal apiece. We already had a goalless game in the men between these two teams. Can we see our first goal of the afternoon in this one? Ali Hughes-Goyette plays inside to Luli McFarlane. She takes a touch, a shot, it's in the air. Bounces dangerously, but well recovered and stopped there by Emily Robotham. Robotham, one of the more experienced players on this Harbourside team as well, 29 years old, former VIU Mariner, plays her club football for Nanaimo United. No one really taking control of this game in the middle of the park so far. As DeLong sees her attempted clearance there blocked by Erin Jensen. It's been all over the pitch so far for Harbourside. She sends a dangerous one in the box. It's cleared only as far back to Jensen. This time it's a block by Lauren Gray. And Altitude do manage to finally clear the danger, but only out for a throw-in midway in their half. It's going to be taken quickly by Ella Ginak. Wilkinson now takes a touch and a turn, powers into the box. Cleared though by Altitude, not too far. And this time it's given away by Mary Nichols, and Altitude will have a chance to break. Great powering forward there by Aurora Hughes-Goyette, but final pass just eluding her sister, and it's going to run through to Robotham. Harbourside attempted long one up the line there, looking for the dangerous Emma Skallick. Skallick's been absolutely fantastic for Harbourside this year, and building on 4 very strong seasons with the UVic Vikes as well, where she's got 7 goals and 7 assists from her 50 appearances. Flicked on there by Claire Slate-Lou to Hughes Goyette. She's in a foot race now with Jill Stewartson. Hughes Goyette gets it. She's got McFarlane to one side if she wants it. Tries to go inside and it's blocked by Stewartson, and away for another corner kick here on the left side to Altitude. 17th minute here at Kinsmen Field. Avery Tulloch's going to be over to take this one. Luli McFarlane giving her the short option if she wants to take it. Tulloch goes long though into the box. Deep one into the back of the box. It's cleared by Harbourside, only to the edge of the box. Played back in by Billy Shostak there. Shostak still in the ball. Little touch inside to Rodriguez. Back to Shostak. Back to Rodriguez. And they're coming together there with Linegar. And it's going to be the Nanaimo side that come away with this. It's a throw in midway in their own half. Altitude now, win it back. Aurora Hughes Goyette. She's looking for room to try and play the pass off. Plays it back to Rodriguez. She has to turn back herself. Now, long diagonal ball now. Flicked on by Ali Hughes Goyette, but didn't fully connect on that. It's going to allow Harbourside a chance to clear. Now they've got a chance to break as well. Ball out to Erin Jensen here on the right hand side. She's got DeLong in front of her. She's got Wilkinson making a run if she wants it. She played out wide in the end, and DeLong wins that back. Harbourside though, dangerous one, floated into the box. Sarah Lowen out quickly to deal with that one from Ginac. This Harbourside roster made up of a good mix of players from all over the place. Number of UVic Vikes, number of VIU Mariners. A lot of players island born, coming back to spend the summer on the island with their family. Now they've got 2 choices of team in League One. It's fantastic to see Harbourside back, or not back, but in League 1 BC for the first time. 2 teams on the island. Rivers, of course, in the interior. You have to feel they are going to probably add a second team at some point in the Okanagan as well. Good pressure there from Tulloch, forcing Stewartson to have to go back. Nichols. It's a long ball forward. And that comes, it breaks to Jensen again. Jensen lofts this one into the back post. It's not very well dealt with though by Altitude. Gray that time does get the foot on it as Slate-Lou brings it down. Good hustle though from Skallick, who swung an arm there as well and is lucky that that did not make contact with Slate-Lou. Tetchy play there from the leading scorer for Harbourside. A good crowd out for this one, a very vocal crowd as well. The Altitude fans cheering their team on here. It's been a fairly even start to this one. So we're in the 21st minute. Skallick showing some good movement in the box. Her and Tulloch having a tussle as the ball comes over to the back post. Over the heads of everyone. It's going to be out for a throw-in to Altitude FC. Fifth game of the season for Altitude, and You feel they have to get their third win of the season here because they've got a tough couple of games coming up back-to-back next against Nossamot. Away up at UBC on June 3rd before they face them at home here on the 7th. Nossamot just scoring goals for fun. Especially against Harbourside in their 2 games there where they racked up 7 in the first game, 8 in the second. Also put 7 up against Rivers. Those are the games that teams like Altitude, if they can get anything out of that, it's going to be an added bonus. This is the ones who want to get a win as ball comes through and foul going against Hughes Goyette there. Ali Hughes Goyette, a good battler up front. By process of elimination, I have worked out it's number 7, Tanis McKay, that has ended up not starting this, getting replaced just before kick-off by the number 10, Luli McFarlane. McFarlane was very busy in the opening 5 minutes, but they've not really been able to get the ball to her very much in the last few minutes. As Harbourside have enjoyed the bit of the play, I would say, for the last little bit. But McFarlane on the ball now with a heavy first touch, and that's closed down well there by Mashida. Still Mashida. Plays that one back. And good hustle there from McFarlane, putting Ella Ginak under pressure. But it's Harbourside that win the free kick. Mashida touching a turn inside. I was looking if she was going to get it back there, but Ingram holding on to it and playing it out to her captain Mary Nichols instead. And Harbourside will break up the left hand side. Skallick now. Shostak to get past, does cut inside on Shostak. Almost a heavy, clumsy challenge there by Shostak on the edge of the box. Gets away with it. As Hughes Goyette plays that back to Rodriguez. She'll play this one long for McFarlane to run onto, and just offside there, just the wrong side of the defenders that ball came through. Right in line with me, so a good decision there by the linesman. The officials for this one: Joshua Huving is the man in the middle. Liam Abreu is the first assistant referee. Oliver Kostanen, the second assistant referee, and the 5th official for this, Muniel Paran. Skallick playing that one out wide to Linegar. Linegar wins the throw in for her side, deep in the altitude half here. Strong wind picking up here in Kinsmen. The players will appreciate that. It is warm when the wind dies down. Freezing cold in the shade here, I have to say, which I much prefer than sweltering load. So quite happy with my commentary position down the shade. About midway point just now off the Harbourside half. As we've gone past the midway point of this first half, we're in the 25th minute here. Still goalless, still looking for our first goal of the afternoon here at Kinsmen Field. Oh, it should have very much been a second half team. Only 2 of their 7 goals coming in the first half of games through the first 4 weeks. Harbourside controlling possession in the last few minutes. They've certainly been much more of a first half side. 4 of their 7 goals coming in the first half of matches, 3 in the second. The ball just bouncing about the altitude box there. I was leaving the commentary a little quiet in the hope that you can hear the altitude fans in full voice doing a great job out there in the bleachers cheering their team on. From a distance, I do wonder if it's a few of the Vancouver Albion guys and girls. Being a breath of fresh air to the supporter culture for the Whitecaps. They get out and support a lot of local soccer. A lot of them do live on the North Shore. As this ball comes to the back of the box to Erin Jensen now. She can't get that cross in, and that just hits dangerously there of Alana DeLong, who seems a little bit worse from wear. And right away the referee calling the trainer on. Her back was to me here, not 100% sure whether it hit her head. I'd imagine it would. Players will use this opportunity to have a refreshment break, hydration break. Players on both teams. Treatment over for Alana DeLong. Referee ushering the players back on the pitch. Some good tactical work, I'm sure, given from both head coaches. Valley Bass, the head coach for Altitude FC. Bobby Taylor, the head coach for Harbourside. Long-time VIU Mariners head coach. As the drop ball goes to Erin Jensen. Trying to get past Lauren Grayson's a dangerous ball in. It's flicked away by Altitude. McFarlane does well to take a bounce and turn. Took a little bit too much time on the ball. But the foot in there from Jensen is going to give Altitude a throw in. About midway in their own half as we approach the half-hour mark here at Kinsmen Field. DeLong not showing any ill effects from that treatment that she's just received. As Tulloch battling away with Jensen in the middle of the park. Jensen lofts one forward, neither a cross nor a shot there. Instead, Lowen's going to easily collect that in her arms. DeLong tried to play that inside, but it's cut out by Harbourside, and it's Jensen again. She's just been absolutely fantastic in the early going here for the Islanders. As DeLong plays that forward. Nice little quick touch from Rodriguez. Ali Hughes-Goyette was looking for the pass, but it's closed down well there by Stewartson. And that's a chance for Harbourside to break. It's up the left to Scalick, as we've seen so many times this season. Scalick doing well to cut inside and winning another corner for her side over on the far side of the pitch. It's going to be Olivia Mazurenko over to take this one. Mazurenko sends one into the near post. It's flicked onto the back post. And actually comes off ahead of an altitude player in the end. And it's going to be another corner now here on the near side for Harbourside. Megan Linegar over to take this one. Couldn't quite see through the mass of bodies who flicked that one on. Linegar now. Dangerous one. This time comes to the back post and it just bounces through everyone. There's a little push in the back there and it's going to be a free kick for Altitude. Taking a little bit of pressure off their back line there. Altitude certainly started the stronger in this game and it's more been Harbourside the last 10 minutes or so. Without really threatening Sarah Lone's goal too much. Lone will send this kick long. It's one back by Harbourside though. Courtney Ingram battling away, but now it's one back by Altitude. They've got a chance and they've got numbers forward here. This ball gets played forward looking for McFarlane. Big boot on it though from Ginac to clear that. Now Scalick tried to get set free there, but Altitude snuffed this one out. Shostak. She looks up for the pass, plays it inside. Ginac though, wild sweep at that. Wilkinson back defending, can't clear that fully either. Altitude still keep this on. McFarlane, that's going to be a lot to ask for her to keep it in. She does keep it in. Jensen though with a touch off her shins. Erin Jensen from Nanaimo, the 20-year-old with UVic Vikes. Been with them the last couple of years. 27 games played, 1 goal and 1 assist. Both of those came in the 2021 season. Nothing last season from her. When the college season's over, Jensen plays her football for Nanaimo United. A lot of these players play for Nanaimo United's women's premier team in the LIWSA. As Harbourside will get the throw in here just inside the Altitude half. Long throw forward, breaks favourably though for Altitude, and now get a chance to come away with it now. Slate Lou forced to play that back, and Gray plays a long ball. Up now, and it's Aurora Hughes-Goyette. She's got the pace, she's got one past one, she's got Mary Nichols ahead of her, she cuts inside her. Still Hughes-Goyette gets a shot, but it's well blocked there by Stewardson. Danger still on here though for Altitude. Slate Lou, she gets that one taken away from her. Now Wilkinson's got a chance to break here for Harbourside. She plays this one out to Jensen. She's got numbers up and she cuts inside. Still Jensen on it. She's got room ahead of her here. Plays it back inside to Wilkinson. Wilkinson powering into the box. Forced wide though by Shostak, and a good block there by Shostak, and it's picked up by Eva Rodriguez. And now Altitude will come the other way with it. Fast-paced end-to-end stuff here. Rodriguez again. Plays that one forward, looking for Ali Hughes-Goyette, but Mary Nichols gets her foot on this. She can only play it up back to Rodriguez, who miscontrols that one. It's going to be out for a Harbourside throw-in. Wilkinson, good hustle there, keeps that one alive. Ball's now played to the back of the box to Jensen. She's got room to deliver across. She sends a good one in, but it's cleared by Altitude. Now DeLong comes away with it. She sends this one out wide to McFarlane. She's got room ahead of her here. She could do with a bit more support up. She's got Ali Hughes going ahead of her. He's just straight offside. She played it out though, looking for Aurora, but just meets the head instead of Megan Linegar. And it's Linegar now back on the ball for Harbourside. She plans a long one forward, but to no one in particular. That's just going to run through now to Sarah Lowen. Long ball forward here for Hughes Goyette to chase down. Nichols plays it back, doesn't fully get a lot of weight on that. Robotham though out early to deal with the danger. As Nichols closes down Aurora Hughes Goyette. Harbourside with the throw in though, and Wilkinson gets that taken off her. Referee plays the advantage in that challenge there. And this play through here for McFarlane. Good defensive play though by Ella Ginac though to break that one up. McFarlane just couldn't muscle herself into that. It's Harbourside trying to get the ball back up to Jensen, and DeLong's going to have the throw in here midway in the Harbourside half. Lana DeLong sends this one long to Ali Hughes Goyette. She's stuck in the corner though, could do with a bit of help. McFarlane made the run, so it's back to DeLong. Little flick inside. Slate Lou wins that one back. McFarlane to DeLong. And just straying offside there was Claire Slate Lou. Offside flag going up. It's going to be a free kick for Harbourside deep in their half. And this one's going to get left and it's going to get sent up the field. Mashida under the attention there of Tulloch. As a long ball there forward. That was asking a lot of Jensen to try and close that one down. It runs through to Sarah Lowen. Hasn't really had a save to make in anger yet, the Altitude keeper. Having a good season. Produced a string of good saves in the 5-1 loss at the Whitecaps a couple of weeks ago. Was beaten by a couple of stunning goals. That was a good performance by Altitude in that, and they've had a good performance in all their matches so far this year. Won the season opener at Rivers 2-1 before going down to a 2-1 loss to Unity in their home opener. Controversial disallowed goal in that one, but a fantastic second half performance from Altitude in there. 5-1 defeat by the Whitecaps in week 3, but they bounced back with a big 3-0 win over Rivers last weekend in the L1BC featured match. This ball played through now to McFarlane. Harbourside just get a clearance off anywhere as Holly Tarvis plays that back to her keeper. Lowen plays it up. Slate Lou battling for it in the middle of the park. Slate Lou comes away with it. Appeals though for handball on Linegar there, not given by the referee. The Altitude bench certainly felt it was. The Altitude win another throw in here. Just into the Harbourside half. DeLong again. The ball in her hand. Send it forward to Tulloch. Touch and turn by Tulloch. An important foot in there from Ginac. DeLong again with a throw in. Goes long to Ali Hughes Goyette. Lovely little touch inside to McFarlane. McFarlane takes the turn to her outside. Plays a dangerous one across the face of the goal, but there's no takers there for Altitude. That was a great move and a great opportunity for Altitude, but nobody there to put that ball away. Great play there from Altitude, and they've got a chance to break up the right-hand side. Dangerous ball put into McFarlane. She sweeps it home, and we've got the opening goal here at Kinsmen Field. 42 minutes on the clock. A beautiful ball in from the right, swept home by Luli McFarlane. Her first goal of the season for Altitude, and what an important goal that was. She wasn't meant to be starting this one. A late scratch by Tanis McKay. So Lily McFarlane get the call, and she has Altitude on the board. 42 minutes gone. It's Altitude 1, Harbourside 0. I think the ball got played in from Aurora Hughes-Goyette. Won't credit her with the assist until I see the video footage back, but it was a great move all round by Altitude to keep that one going. And they've shaded the play in this half, and they've had the better of the goal mouth chances. But Harbourside, what have they got in reply? At the other end of the pitch right away is Lindegar now. And Aurora Hughes-Goyette back doing a great defensive shift there. Nichols picks this up and powers forward, but gives away in the end, and the ball bounces loosely to Rodriguez. Aurora Hughes-Goyette sent crashing to the deck there by Jasmine Wilkinson. Another long ball forward here, but this time it goes through to Rowbotham. Skalic, great play there to get past Shostak. Those two have had a really good battle up that right flank in this first half, as Skalic sends a dangerous one in the box. It's bouncing around. No one can bring it down from Harbourside, and Altitude managed to get it clear. Not too far though, and it's Ella Ginac under pressure from Avery Tulloch, who pokes it out for a Harbourside throw, and it's taken quickly. Ingram, he tries to send it into the box, but it's cut out by Rodriguez. Ali Hughes-Goyette closed down well by Ingram there, but keeps hold of the ball and plays it back to Tulloch, who in turn will play it back to Lauren Gray. And Altitude will just slow things down and build this one out off the back. So we're in the last 30 seconds of regulation time here. Is there another goal in this one from Altitude? They've got a break forward here, as it's just a little bit too much on that for Ali Hughes-Goyette to close down. As Lindegar tries to send it up looking for Wilkinson, but it's well cut out by Shostak. Rodriguez, Slate Lou, no, that was Rodriguez, battling away in the middle of the park there. Dangerous ball there, played across the box to Lauren Gray, but Altitude deal well with it, and Rodriguez will just get a foot on this and clear the danger. It's going to be 2 minutes of time added on here in the first half at Kinsmen Field. Altitude FC holding the narrow 1-goal advantage so far over their visitors from the island. Last time Harbourside came to the mainland, they came away with a very impressive 3-2 win over TSS Rovers. We had the call for that game at Swangard, myself and Gideon from AFTN. It's the free kick sent forward by Altitude. It's dangerously flicked on by Machida. That could have ended up going anywhere. McFarlane in a tussle with Ginac there. And Ella Ginac coming off worse for wear there. Junak not showing any worse for wear. Altitude pushing to see if they can get a second in the closing moments of the half here. They are going to... Oh, I thought they were going to get a corner from that, but it goes out for a goal kick instead. Emily Robotham plays this one short. Bit of a strange decision when you're a goal down, but Harbourside coming away with it, and there is the half-time whistle from the man in the middle, and it's Altitude FC that go in at the break, 1 goal to the good. 42nd minute goal, swept home by Luli McFarlane. That's the difference between these two teams. We'll be back in 15 minutes for what's bound to be an exciting second half. Welcome back to Kinsmen Field in North Vancouver for the second half of this League 1BC Women's Division matchup between Altitude FC and Harbourside FC. It's the home side, Altitude, that lead this one 1-0. The decisive moment came 3 minutes before half-time. Luli McFarlane sweeping the ball home to give Altitude what could be a crucial 1-goal lead. As talked about in the first half, this is a game that feels very important for both teams to try and get a win from. The top 3 in the women's division, I mean, you'd get good money if it wasn't going to finish Notsamo, Unity and Whitecaps. Just what order of those 3 are going to fill the top 3 places? The other 5 teams, I feel, are battling for that 4th spot, and right now it's Altitude that are in pole position for that, sitting in 4th. A win today solidifies that for them, and that was a good first half performance from Fally Bass's side. What can they now do in the second? Haven't seen that there's been any changes for either side, but we don't get a lot of notification from the 4th officials at half time, so we'll work things out as we go along. I am Michael McCall. I'll have your call for this second half, and remember to check out all our stuff, aftn.ca. We're going to be having a first month roundup of all the League 1BC action in the men's and the women's divisions after this weekend's matches, so check that out. Chippy start there from Altitude, just giving Harbourside a free kick inside their own half. Another beautiful day for football here on the North Shore. Good crowd been out for the 2 matches. As that ball looks for McFarlane, and it forces Robotham to be quickly off her line. She's still off her line as the ball comes in. And oh, I thought that had gone in from my angle. An audacious attempt there from, I think it was McFarlane.
Hey guys, let's go, keep going!
That would have been some goal there if that had gone in. And from the angle I had, it most certainly looked like Robotham was caught off her line there. Oh, a dangerous ball there just bounced off the knee of Lowe, and that was a dangerous ball to send back to the keeper, and a fortunate bounce in the end. It fell to Harbourside, but they just couldn't take that opportunity. It's a ball played up to Aurora Hughes-Goyette. It was Olivia Mazarenko that had the shot there that Lowen did well to recover. And the flag up there from the linesman. It's going to be a free kick going the way of Harbourside. Oh, as a foul throw has been given. Megan Linegar also thought that it was a free kick. It's chested down there by Shostak, and good spell of pressure here from Harbourside. They're keeping Altitude pinned in their half, and as soon as I say that's a giveaway, and it's a chance now for Altitude to break. Slate Lou plays that out to McFarlane. She's in a tussle with Jensen. Another cheap free kick given away by Altitude. I mean, they won't mind too much if they're giving these away in the Harbourside half, but they kind of need to show some good composure this half to hold on to this lead and hopefully add to it. As the long ball here comes forward for Emma Skallick. With a heavy first touch from her, and she just runs that one out. As mentioned, this is going to be the halfway point of Harbourside's season. And it looks like it would be a tough ask for them if they can't come away with at least a point from here today if they want to make the top four. Certainly shaping up to be a fantastic battle to see who does make the playoffs. As McFarlane streaks up the left-hand side, but the flag was up for offside. As the wind picks up here at Kinsmen. And DeLong now with the throw-in. Sends it forward to Ali Hughes-Goyette. She chips it forward looking for Avery Tulloch. Tulloch putting Stewartson under some pressure there on the far side. And doing well, and Altitude come away with a throw-in from that as Stewartson can just put that into touch. And a chance there. Basically from nothing, it kind of felt. It's Clara Slate-Lou with the first time volley there. Didn't really get the direction on it, it just ran by the post. Not troubling Emily Robotham at all there. Harbourside with a long ball forward here and a chance for Mazarenko. She brings this down. Plays that inside to Mashida. And a heavy challenge there on Aurora Hughes-Goyette. You heard the yell. No malice in that at all from Mashida, who apologised right away. Aurora Hughes-Goyette doesn't look any worse for wear after that, just running it off. Sloppy play out the back there from Altitude, putting themselves into danger, but good head on that from Eva Rodriguez to at least clear it out of the final third. Rodriguez again with a big boot on this, and Ali Hughes-Goyette is chasing this down. She wins the battle against Mary Nichols, and she's still in there, and just a little bit of a late lunge there, giving away the free kick. Referee just telling her to calm things down. Skallick, she's been kept pretty quiet this afternoon, the leading scorer for Harbourside. Skallick back on the ball now, powering forward. She's under pressure though from Rodriguez. Nice little push there from Rodriguez, and good muscle off the ball there. Rodriguez did well. Aurora Hughes-Goyette, nice little 1-2 nearly coming off there. It's going to be Linegar now with a throw in for Harbourside. Midway in the altitude half, Aurora heads that one forward. It's just bouncing about now. Aurora gets her foot in it again. Nice little turn there by Slate Lou. Tries to send it up the wing. Just too much on that, and it's going to be out for another Harbourside throw in. Certainly felt like it's been all Harbourside in the first 10 minutes of this second half. Wilkinson, lovely little flick on there. Jasmine Wilkinson's impressed me in the games I've seen from her so far this season. Was really good against TSS a couple of weeks ago at Swangard. Has great pedigree as well. Came through with the Whitecaps, has played for the Canadian national team at under 17 level. At the CONCACAF under 20 level as well. She was playing for them as well in the Dominican Republic. Played at the Under 17 World Cup in Uruguay for Canada. Harbourside could really do with her showing some of that quality this afternoon to try and get themselves back in it. Instead it's altitude, I was away to say breaking, but the flag up again on the near height side linesman here for offside. A couple of times they've been caught off so far this half. All altitude's been able to do so far to start the second half is just a bit of a clearance and a loose play there by Rowbotham, nearly put her side in trouble as the clearance there clatters into, I think it was Claire Slate Lou, but felt the full force of that one.
Come here.
The trainer on right away, as altitude will call the players over Harbourside as well and try and regroup, because altitude need to stop playing so deep. They have to try and get the ball out of their half as much as possible. So referee over speaking to the far side linesman. I don't know if there's something that he saw there, if they're just making dinner plans for later. Lots of nice restaurants in the North Shore, so you never know.
Ali!
Altitude's subs just warming up just now.
Drop ball. Guys, it's a drop ball. Drop ball. Oh, I know. You were calling it. He made it clear.
Quite a lengthy stoppage here. You do wonder if they're maybe doing some concussion protocols there. Eva Rodriguez, the captain, over seeing what's happening. Clara Slate Lou up on her feet, coming over to the sideline here. Wonder if that might be the last action we see from her this afternoon. Took that full force from close range. Does look like it's going to be the last action for Clara Slateloo. Selena Ali, the midfielder, number 18 for Altitude, looking like they're coming on just now. Made 10 appearances for Altitude last season in their inaugural League One campaign. And Ali on just now, the number 18 years old. What can she add to the midfield now for Altitude as they try to hold on to this 1-0 lead? They've not mustered much in an attacking sense in this half, although they have had a couple of looks at goal. Harbourside's the team that's dominated possession in this second half. And now McFarlane's got a chance to break up the left-hand side under the attention of Jensen, who gets a foot on that and knocks it out for a throw into Altitude, deep in the Harbourside half here.
Substitutions for Altitude in the 60th minute coming off the field.
Just past the hour mark now here at Kinsmen Field. Still a 1-goal game, still a lot in this, you feel. Ali in the thick of the action right away. The Altitude bench calling for a free kick there. That seemed just a good tackle. But Altitude keeping the pressure on. Another throw in which DeLong will be over to take. Altitude's got a little flick inside there. Looking for her sister Aurora. And the ball ends up running into the arms of Emily Rowbotham, who'll quickly throw it out to the right hand side to Mary Nichols, who immediately takes a step back there. Fally Bass calling for his side to be more compact. He'll be happy that they've at least got out of their half for the last few minutes here, because they were penned in for much of this second half so far. And they're going to be a little bit under pressure again here as they give away another cheap free kick in the middle of the field. As I mentioned, not necessarily the worst place to give away these free kicks. Better that than in and around the box. And treble substitution coming on now for Harbourside. Coming on, number 5, Larissa Stefanek. Number 2, Cassidy Byrne. And number 9, Carly Ray. A lot of players were going off there, did not catch them all. The number 20, Courtney Ingram, definitely one of the players that went off there. It's Harbourside now, quickly back on with it from that free kick. The ball played, it's over the head of Scarlett, but the flag goes up there, lowing it out quickly to smother at the feet of Olivia Mazurenko. We'll see what this triple change for the island side does. Does it spark something for them for the Nanaimo team? And that's a dangerous one there. I don't know what Altitude were doing playing along the back there instead of just kicking that one deep. Wilkinson nearly picked that one off. Long ball forward there from Shostak for Aurora to chase down. But that's just going to carry out a play. Harbourside just trying to clear their lines here, but not doing too well. Still penned in, but it's with Wilkinson now. And she'll switch it out to the other side, and Harbourside will try and get something going up the right. No, going back up the left. Nichols now takes a look up. Long ball forward. It's a great ball there, but a little bit of confusion in the end there from Mazurenko and Stefanek. Allows that one to bounce out of play. It's going to be a throw into altitude midway in their own half. Shostak sends this one forward, looking for Ali Hughes-Goyette. Aurora Hughes-Goyette now with another heavy challenge on her, another yell. This time coming at the foot of Larissa Stefanek. As it looks like there's going to be another substitution imminent, I think, for altitude. As that ball just nestles into the arms of Robotham, and she'll distribute it quickly as Harbourside now break up the right. Mazurenko was calling for that forward. Said it was played forward to Skalik. Skalik playing more in a centralised role up front than on the wing that we saw in the first half. Emma Skalik, 3 goals to her name so far this season. Can she add to her tally this afternoon here in North Vancouver? Harbourside keep this one alive. Twisting and turning out there. And a little stumble. Sees the free kick go altitude's way. Throw in to altitude as the altitude fans getting back into full voice for this second half. That one just runs away from Ali Hughes-Goyette, but it's going to be a throw-in to altitude. Deep in the Harbourside half here. Throw in taken. It bounces. Lily McFarlane plays it into the middle for Aurora. And well smothered there by Emily Robotham. Thought the ball would come loose as well, but Aurora Hughes-Goyette just could not get her foot on that, and Harbourside breathe another sigh of relief. It's what altitude need to do to get the danger off their back line. Just keep the ball penned in this Harbourside half. There's been a lot of long balls forward from both teams in this half that don't really have much purpose to them, and they're just running through for the keepers to collect. Harbourside still very much in this game, just 1 goal down. Battling to try and get back into it. You do feel the pendulums maybe swung a little bit in the last few minutes altitude's way. It certainly seemed a lot more dominant as Tulloch plays this one out wide to McFarlane. She's got room to run and she takes that room. Cuts inside, sends a looping ball, and it doesn't miss the back post by much. Another great effort there from Lily McFarlane.
Let's go, first 2 guys, let's go!
Sarah Lorne and her defenders having a chat just about positioning. Eva Rodriguez saying, we're not discussing this right now, let's just focus. That's the older head coming to the fore, which altitude need at times with this young side. Easy to get caught up in your own little bit of the pitch. There's going to be another throw in here for altitude midway in their own half. As we're just past the midway point of this half as well, in the 69th minute here. Ali plays this one back, and now she'll switch it out to the right. Shostak now, she's got room ahead of her if she wants to run. She takes that room as well. She's got Aurora Hughes-Gray up ahead, tries to poke that through to her. An important Harbourside boot in there to knock that one away. Stefanak, the player, to get her foot in to break that one up. Nichols now out to Stefanek. She sends this one up, looking for Mazurenko. Takes a touch off Billy Shostak, and it's going to be out for a throw into Harbourside. It's just inside the altitude half. Taking along another good foot in there from Shostak. Stefanek with a throw in again. Broken up by Rodriguez. And Aurora Hughes-Gray plays that forward to her sister Ali. Little touch inside to Selena Ali, and Altitude will play this one back. Oh, it's a loose one there from Lauren Gray, nearly punished by Erin Jensen, but she gets away with it. And now DeLong's got the chance to bring this one forward for Altitude. Still DeLong. Still DeLong battling away. Emma Jensen tracing back now to help out Harbourside and winning a throw-in for her side in the process. A lot more urgency from Harbourside in this half. Keen to get onto things, keen to get back onto level terms. But they haven't had too much looks on goal so far. So we're going to get another couple of substitutions coming up for Harbourside. Olivia Mazurenko coming off for Harbourside. Coming on is the number 3, Shea Batty, and number 7, Taylor Kinley. Shea Batty, of course, scored Harbourside's first ever goal as a team in League 1 BC in that opening day loss that they had in a good performance against Unity. Batty's only goal of the season so far. Can she add a second this afternoon to get the Islanders back into this? Scarlett now. Back. Takes a shot, and that one doesn't trouble Sarah Lowen's goal at all. The Altitude keeper had that covered all the way and just lets that go wide of her left post. There'll be a couple of substitutions coming up for Altitude shortly as well. Does feel like they maybe need some fresh legs out there. Eva Rodriguez battling away with Wilkinson in the middle there. Harbourside win it back. And the sub that has just come on, Shea Batty, plays that inside, looking for Skalick, but it's well cut out in the end by Holly Tarvis. Now double substitution coming up here for Altitude. Making way is Ali Hughes-Goyette and the goal scorer, Lily McFarlane. Coming on, number 24, the forward, Jade Mitchell. Really liked what I've seen from her in the last couple of games. And the number 7, Tanis McKay, who had been in the starting lineup, but I thought she was a late scratch from injury, but it would appear that she had just dropped to the bench, with Lily McFarlane getting the start. And what a good decision that proved to be for Fallibas. McFarlane getting the only goal of the game so far in the 42nd minute here. Lowen with the long kick, doesn't quite get the direction she wanted in that, or maybe just a little bit too much weight, and it just carries out of bounds. Stefanek quick to get on with the throw-in. Wilkinson plays it back to Stefanek. Well won though by Hughes Goyette. Aurora, the only Hughes Goyette on the park now. Makes it easier for the commentators. As Jade Mitchell battling away. Flag up quickly there on Harbourside, denying Shea Batty, who's tried to get very involved in the early going since she's coming on as a sub here.
Number 24,
And another sub coming up now for Harbourside. Going off is 24, Emma Scallick. A little bit surprised with that. Jane Dillabo coming on, the number 22. Altitude will be happy to see Scallick off the pitch. She's been such a danger this season, but very much kept under wraps by a really good defensive display by Altitude. The ball exactly where Altitude want it just now in Harbourside's half, but just not at their feet as Harbourside clear this forward. Dillabo was involved right away, and Batty tries to poke that one past Shostak. Can't get past. Hughes Goyette now, inside to Rodriguez. Tulloch flicks it out nicely to the wing there. Into the last 14 minutes of this one here at Kinsmen Field. Altitude still holding that narrow 1-goal lead. Only goal of the game so far coming in the 42nd minute from Lulu McFarlane. Harbourside's enjoyed the better the position in the second half. I think the better chances though have fallen to Altitude, as McKay tries to play that one forward, looking for Mitchell. Mitchell battling away out there. Young, talented forward who seems to have a very bright future ahead of her. At 16, she's the youngest player on this Altitude side. Harbourside doing well to win that back and keeping the pressure on here. Batty takes a touch inside and a heavy challenge there from Shostak. She's mad at herself for giving that away, and the card's coming out as well from the referee for that one. Sarah Lowen trying to organise her wall here, as Jasmine Wilkinson stands over this one for Harbourside. Will she go for goal? Will she float one into the back post here? Wilkinson got her first goal in the last game against the Whitecaps. Goes for goal here. Doesn't really get power nor direction on it. And that just goes past the left post, and she's going to be disappointed with herself there. And we've got another little stoppage here as Lowen needing to get some attention, but you never know with keepers whether they do need the attention or whether they are just wanting to break the play up and give her teammates a chance to get a little water break here. 79th minute here at Kinsmen Field. Lowen still in discussions with the trainer. Don't know if she maybe just caught her studs in the grass as she moved for that free kick from Wilkinson. Lowen getting some treatment here from the physio, and the sub-goalkeeper Ava Jones warming up behind me in case she's called into action. This is definitely not what Altitude want to see just now. Sarah Lowen's been such a key player for them last season into this season as well. The SFU keeper. Looking to keep her first clean sheet of the season. It looks like she is going to be good to continue. As we move into the last 10 minutes here at Kinsmen. We'll get a good gauge as to how good Lowen's leg is from this kick, and it seems very good as it's well placed kick there, falling to Jade Mitchell. And Altitude get the throw in just inside their own half. Shostak to Ali. Plays that up the wing, and this is exactly where Altitude want to be in these last few minutes. Shostak will send this one deep for Mitchell to try and chase down. And Mitchell gets onto the loose ball here. Is in the box, takes a look up. Plays to the edge of the box, and Rodriguez with a wild shot there that nearly hit the first aid tent. Good bit of play though from Jade Mitchell to keep that one alive. Battling away there with Larissa Stefanek. Harbourside coming away with it now. Bottom sends that up to Dillabo. Dillabo under pressure from Rodriguez. And the Altitude captain comes away with the ball, and she's still hustling away there. Wins a free kick for herself as well. Didn't see too much in that, but Altitude will certainly take that right now.
Let's go, guys, be ready! Behind the player!
Altitude keeping players back here, but sending some of the taller ones up. They've had a good defensive shape today. They don't want to lose any of that. It's a nice ball into the near post. Wilkinson kind of thighs that one away. Then it just has to be hit out by Taylor Kinley. And the North Shore crowd getting back into this again. Tulloch plays it back to Tarves. And Gray sends that one forward. Ali battling away with it. Mitchell putting pressure on as well. Mitchell going in towards Rowbottom, forcing her to play that one. DeLong. Rodriguez plays it out wide to Tulloch. A nice ball up the line for Mitchell to chase, and Rowbotham forced to come quickly off her line again. She's certainly been the busier of the two keepers this afternoon. Stefanek, little turn forward to Batty, who just can't get the ball out of the grass there, and it just runs out, and it's going to be an altitude throw-in midway in their own half. Shostak won't be in any hurry to take this one, but is looking for some movement. Ali gives her some of that movement, but she plays it up further instead. It's flicked on by Stefanek. Mitchell can't bring that down. Shostak. Dillabo. Dillabo plays this through to Batty. Flag stays down. Batty hits the sideline, cuts inside, has a shot. It's parried away there by Lowen, and almost onto the head there for Harbourside to head that one home. Erin Jensen nearly able to get on that loose ball from Lowen, and Lowen again goes down. In fact, it isn't Lowen that's down, she was just crouching down to see how her teammate was. That was a great chance for Harbourside. Batty did so well to get into the box, make that opportunity. As DeLong appears to be okay. Batty went for the shot to the near post as well, and Lowen got her arms up trying to tip it over, just put it into the danger zone, and it just did not fall kindly for Jensen to put that one away. Mitchell now, battling away in the middle. Fortunate rebound comes back to Mitchell. 16-year-old plays it out wide. DeLong. Plays it inside to Ali. Nice turn by Ali. Still Ali battling away for it. DeLong picks up that loose one. It's played out wide. Dangerous ball in the box, looking for Aurora Hughes-Goyette, and she meets it with her head. Just maybe didn't get the power on it that she wanted, and Rowbotham manages to collect that. As it left her head there, I really thought that was a going in the back of the net, but just couldn't get the power on it that she needed, and Rowbotham did what she needed to do. Great chance there for Altitude to get their second and put this game to bed. The flag goes up there on Mitchell, offside. Batty plays that forward now for Wilkinson for Harbourside. She hits the byline, cuts it back, and Tarvis is going to clear that one away. She can't get it out of bounds zone. Batty keeps it in. Batty gets past Hughes-Goyette, sends a dangerous ball into the back of the box, but there's nobody there for Harbourside. Kinley and Jensen had just come a little bit too much into the box there. There was no one left over at the back, and that one runs out. We're into the last 3 minutes of regulation time here. There's been a couple of stoppages and some substitutions, so we'd imagine maybe 5 minutes of time to get added on. We'll get an indication soon from the fourth official. So that one goes over the head of Aurora Hughes-Goyette. Stefanek now. She's been on throw-in duty up this left side since she's come on. Sends this one long into the box for Dillabo, who can't control it and keep it in. Shostak with the wrong throw. Goes through the legs of Mitchell. She's got the better of Stefanak as well. Great muscle play there from Mitchell. Looks to send that into the middle, but it's cut out by Harbourside. Picked up well though by Ali. Now it should just keep in hold of the ball just now. If they can't get some chances, they're happy just to keep possession. Gray out to DeLong. Plays up to Tanis McKay.
Well done, guys.
McKay picks up that loose ball. Looked like she was fouled in the process, but not given. McKay still has it. Tries to play that one inside, but it's blocked by Kinley. Now it's just going to flick off a Harbourside head, and it's going to be a corner for Altitude on the far side here as we go into the final minute, the 90th minute here. All eyes on the fourth official as to how much time he's going to add on. Avery Tulloch over to take this corner kick for Altitude. Tulloch sends one in right on top of the keeper. It's pounced by Robotham. It breaks at the back. Mitchell can't get a full connection on it. Still bouncing around. Ali trying to get it out the turf. Still Ali. She gets a shot off, but it's blocked by Harbourside. It's going to be out for another corner kick for Altitude. They're exactly where they want to be as we move into stoppage time. Camped in the Harbourside half. The referee telling Avery Tulloch to get a move on. In no hurry to take this corner kick, and why would she be? 5 minutes of time added on. The fourth official holding up now. As this corner comes in, it just crashes off the bar there from Tulloch. Had Robotham beaten all ends up. Altitude still keeping the pressure on. And Tulloch doing well to win the free kick there. Tulloch standing over this. Tulloch sends the free kick into the back of the box. No takers though, and it's just going to run out for a Harbourside goal kick, and Robotham in a hurry to get onto this. Good hustle there from Billy Shostak. She has been excellent for Altitude this afternoon. It's at the time of the game that we like to give our AFTN players of the game. Aurora Hughes Goyette wins this one back for Altitude. Shea Batty though picks that one off, and it's a nice long ball forward, and it's into the path of Era Jensen, and Lowen out on the edge of the box, and she's caught by a trailing foot there from Jensen. Thought Jensen was going to get the better of Lowen there. Lowen had come out quickly, but Jensen had got to the ball first, but the UVic Vike could not poke it past Jensen. Lowen okay, and just turned her teammates just to get on with everything. Lowen with a long kick here for Altitude as we're deep into stoppage time now. So it takes a fortunate bounce for Altitude, and Mitchell is away here. She's got the better of Stefanek. She hits the byline. She sends it across goal, and it's cleared before it can reach Selena Ali in the middle. Kinley had to get a foot to that to clear that danger away. Into the 3rd minute of stoppage time here. Referee telling the Altitude players to hurry up again. So it's going to be a short corner for Altitude, but Tulloch instead sends another dangerous one in the box. It's bouncing about. McKay can't get on the end of it, and a shot does come in the end from Lauren Gray of all people, the centre back, and she's out of position now as Harbourside get quickly onto this. Dillabo now has a chance to break. She's got Batty coming up to help her, and an important foot in there from Holly Tarvis is sending this out for a Harbourside corner. 4 minutes into stoppage time we are. 4 of the 5 allotted here. And a great foot there from Lauren Gray to clear this one away. Long ball forward for Harbourside. Lowen comes out and she does well to collect that. Bounces off Jensen this time. And it's in the safe hands of Sarah Lowen. Altitude in the Harbourside half now, where they want to be, and that's Tanis McKay wins a throw-in for her side. DeLong sends that up the left wing to McKay. She's just going to hit the corner flag just now, under the attention of Jill Stewartson. As we move into the last minute of stoppage time, Harbourside are deep in their own half. They've got a lot of ground to make up if they want to try and find the equaliser here. And a long ball forward here for Mitchell to try and chase down. She keeps it in as well, or does she? No, it does run out. And we're in the final few seconds here, as there's going to be a double substitution here by Altitude to calm things down. Coming on is Raina Smith, the number 20.
Coming off the field, number 11, Aurora Hughes-Square, and number 15, Avery Tulloch.
Avery Tulloch, number 15, making way.
Smith, number 26, Taya Shocker.
As is Aurora Hughes-Goyet. And coming on is number 26, Taya Shocker, midfielder and AFTN columnist. Just had our second article printed on our site this week. If you haven't read that, check that out. As it comes to Raina Smith right away here. She hits the byline, takes a touch inside to make room for herself. Ball bouncing about, it's in front of goal, and Shocker has a chance there. But under pressure, and it's just poked wide. It fell perfectly for Shocker there in the 6-yard box. She just couldn't get a clean connection on that though. And it goes wide, and Harbourside keen to get onto it as the seconds now ticking away. Batty Rodriguez doing well to win that. And that's the final action of this one. And it is a 1-0 win for Altitude FC. The only goal of the game for Altitude coming in the 42nd minute from Lily McKenzie. Absolutely fantastic performance by the North Shore side. Back-to-back wins now, and their third win of the season. A big 1-0 win. It solidifies their fourth place as they face a tough home and away set of games against Nossamot. For Harbourside, another defeat, a 1-0 defeat for them. It's their 5th loss of the season. Looks to me, halfway through the season, I think you can say Harbourside might be out of the playoff picture. Altitude very much in it. The AFTN players of the game for Harbourside, I'm giving it to the number 17, Erin Jensen. Fantastic run from Erin all afternoon. For Altitude, a few standout performers, especially on the defensive side. Want to give a hat tip to Lauren Gray, but the AFTN player of the game, number 23, Billy Shostak. Absolutely fantastic out there for Altitude. So a great 1-0 win for Altitude in the end. Next week, June 3rd, they're away up at UBC, playing Nossamot. Next home game, June 7th, we'll have the commentary for that. Check out Altitude FC and social media for the highlights as well, and all the excellent social media work that they do. Check out aftn.ca as well. We'll have our first month roundup of the League 1BC action up on the site. Also check out the AFTN Soccer Show podcast. We'll be back soon. Until then, enjoy the feast of football and mon the Altitude.